Yo, what is up, everybody? Grind is back. More Borderlands 2, the new series that I've been working on here for the past week. So we are in now a damn fine rescue. So we're going to try and rescue Roland right now from the Bloodshot. That's who's got him in the stronghold. But first, we've got to run around and do a couple things. We got to get a vehicle. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna knock on blow the horn here at the camp door. Get them riled up a little bit. And then once we get done with that, we're gonna meet one of the craziest people in the game after that. But I've got something that I wanted to talk about, and this happened just yesterday, right? Microsoft has switched its mind. They have changed their mind. And I see it all over the forums. I posted something up on Raptor yesterday. As soon as I read the article about the announcement on what their plans on with the Xbox One, and they totally changed what they were going to do with the share with our games, right? So we're back to the same format that we use on 360, that we currently use right now. So that means that GameStop will still be in business. I mean, they were going to be in business regardless, right? But they're able to still make money, like killer money, off of used games now. And I have never been a fan of that. I'm sorry, I've never been a fan of the whole thing where you can trade your game in, and I think it's great that people can do it. That's not what I'm saying. What I don't like is the amount of money that they give you for your titles. That's what I don't like. I don't like the fact that you can buy a game brand new, take it home, and and say you play it. The game was incredibly short. You bring it back in a couple days, and that game isn't worth it. Isn't worth anything. I mean, it's worth maybe a third of what you just paid for it, not 2 days ago. So that's the only thing that gets me about, I know that GameStop has to make their money, but I think that they could be a little bit more fair as to on the prices. They could be a little more fair on the prices. They could be a little bit more better on the trades. Use and when I mean prices, I don't mean the new games. I mean pre-play games. I mean, sometimes y'all are looking to go to the GameStop, and you'll think that a game that has been out for a pretty good amount of time, right, should be down to around what, $30 or so. But you'll go in there and you'll see that game for right around $45, $44.99 or something like that. I believe is what they I don't agree with that, guys. And being that I don't agree with that, I don't really spend my money I don't spend my money at GameStop. I believe in the past 2 years, bought 3 titles from GameStop. And that was because it was a convenience thing, and they were brand new titles. I don't trade any games at all. I do not trade my games. I've never been a fan of the game trade thing. Like I say, I just never felt that they gave you the right amount of money for it. Even sometimes when they have those, they give you like bonus credit and stuff like that. Okay, that can get kind of decent sometimes, but some of that bonus credit, like the times where they give you let's say what, 25, $30, right? $30. Let's say $30 for a $60 game. I think if most of us got $30 back on a $60 game, I think you'd be pretty happy with that for the most part, because you're getting half of what you paid. But you don't even get that. You don't get that even after like 2 days. I believe it's like 20 something dollars back is what they give you. See what I mean? And I don't think that's fair, guys. But moving on, because I already talked about that. I think that GameStop is going to be quite happy, because they're not going to be losing a lot of money. They were going to be losing a lot of money, guys. And I was reading on Raptor. main guys who he posts up a lot of stuff on Raptor was making a comment, and I'm not gonna call his name out yet because he did say in this comment that there were some things he wanted to talk about Sony that he couldn't say, but there was a big announcement coming or something. Like, he's saying that they messed up. Sony made a big mess up, and this was something I was reading today. I will keep you updated on that comment, and once I get more information on it, I'll be sure to fill you in on everything, so you can take a look at it for yourself and maybe even chat with my man. But that's something to keep definitely keep your ears open for. Okay, Sony, did they mess up something? Did they say something wrong at E3? Because that is be like a terrible thing, right? Wouldn't it? I mean, Microsoft changed its mind yesterday, and all of a sudden, we might have some big information from Sony that makes gamers go a whole different direction. Because I know that so many people were, going Sony. And with the announcement yesterday, I was checking out the forums. There was a lot of people like, hey, I'm really looking at getting an Xbox One now. It's so funny how well, it's actually not one thing, right? The whole share and play, the way we can buy our games and everything, it remains the same the way we do now, right? And also the whole plug-in, so we don't have to plug the game, you don't have to plug the console in and stay online, or have to plug it up every 24 hours or something like that anymore, right? Now all we need to do is just plug it in for the one-time setup. A lot of people are going, they could just be saying that now and then slowly change it, once everybody purchases the console. They could. That would hurt them though, wouldn't it? That would hurt them more than them leaving it up front right now. That would absolutely kill their reputation as a company. Me as a gamer, I would totally feel backstabbed. I would feel backstabbed, and I would probably stop spending my money with Microsoft. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. There was such an uproar over the way that we wanted to play our games that Microsoft changed their policy. I mean, that's just because of us. That's because people kept saying, and it's a lot of what Microsoft was hearing was coming from the fans who play Xbox now. It wasn't coming from people who don't really play Xbox. It's coming from us, the people who are on Xbox Live currently, that play and own one or two, three, maybe sometimes 4 360s, in one household. So yeah, got something done, and I think that was an awesome job. I think that also shows that Microsoft is trying. You can't say they're not listening. You definitely can't say that Microsoft is not listening to the gamers. They changed something for us. It wasn't necessarily all for us because they knew it was gonna hit them in their pocket, right? But we did get something out of it. So I think that was a good job as far as like the community of gamers getting together and really sticking together and voicing what they felt was not right. It made something happen, and the power, man, it's the power of unity. It's great. Working together can really make things happen. But aside from that, I just want to know what you think. I thought it was a great thing, but I'll see you on part 2. Later.